blows a whistle.
Arrington is a smooth ball player. I believe he's just a junior, isn't he? Is Arrington a junior?
Yep, that's right. Gate City has it out of bounds now. Josh Shoemaker throws it in. He finds Houseright. Houseright back out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker gives it to Richard Howell. Howell crosses the midcourt timeline for Gate City. Over on the left side, he finds Peters. Peters tries the triple. It is up. It is missed. Rebound goes to Carson for Liberty. And Carson will drive down court. Carson dishes it out. Number 42 takes the triple. It's up. It's no good. That was Preston on the try. And as the ball goes out of bounds, there is a foul called.
The foul's going to be on Wright, number 40. That's his first. That's Liberty's first foul in the second half.
Josh Shoemaker has it out of bounds for Gate City, and he gives it to Peters on the inbound. But right there to interfere with that is Arrington, and he works out because Gate City can hold on to control. But I tell you, he is quick.
Well, we don't see this kind of quickness back in the hamlet of Gate City in far southwest Virginia.
Chris Peters across the midcourt timeline. Steps back, drives forward. Shot up and missed. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds, last touched by Liberty. It will be Gate City's ball from their baseline.
Gate City gone on well over a minute here without scoring in the third quarter.
Chris Peters gives it back out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Howell. Howell finds Peters. Peters takes the shot. It is missed. Rebound, Shoemaker. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Tips it back up, no good. And finally, Liberty comes up with it. Number 30 for the Minutemen, Rodney Morris. We have Preston with the basketball now. He gives it to Arrington. Arrington at the top of the key. Drives forward. Shot up, good. 47-16 is now the score. The Devils trail it by 31. They've yet to score here in the second half. 6:20 left in the third period. Peters gives it to Beasley. Almost lost, but Beasley's there to pick it back up. He gives it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker. Left side. Dishes it out. He finds Howell. Howell passes the ball back over to Peters. And my goodness, that was thrown almost into the hands of Preston.
It was deflected.
I think it was number 40 actually who made the shot there, Wright, who deflected it.
So if Gate City comes down and Stan holds the ball, now that time, you know, they called him for a foul that time because he grabbed the arm. The foul's on number 50, that's Carson. It's his second. And Liberty's second team foul. If you pull the ball down and stand, Liberty's going to take it away. They're going to use their hands well, and you got to move the ball crisply against a team like this.
Number 10, Richard Howell has the ball for Gate City on the inbound. Over on the right side, he gives it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes the shot to the basket. It's missed, and it's rebounded by number 22. That's John Worley. Now with it is number 50 again, Carson. Garrett back out Carson. Now it's Worley. He takes the three-point try. It's missed. Gets his own rebound. Good hustle. He gives it to number 22. That's Worley. Okay, now it's number 50 from three-point land, Robert Carson. He makes the triple as it's 52-16, 5:01 left in the third quarter. Richard Howell with the basketball. He gives it to Josh Shoemaker. Shoemaker dishes it out, and again it's stolen away. Gate City's second half performance on turnovers hasn't improved a whole lot, Larry.
No, and their scoring's about the same as it was in the first quarter. There's another three, this time by number 10. That's Garrett this time.
55-16 is the score. Beasley has it. He gives it to Howell, and Howell requests a timeout.
That's Gate City's third timeout. They only have one left. Blue Devils they just aren't prepared for this type of quickness. They don't see this type of quickness back home, like we said, and it's tough. Liberty is a fine-looking ball team.
We commented last week about the quickness of Salem. They were probably the quickest team we had seen up to this point. Of course, Liberty, when we saw them before, was quick. Salem is in this neck of the woods. It's about an hour from here, thereabouts. You've got all of these high schools here in this area. Most of the ones who are competing in this tournament, some of them. Even on the single A and triple A level, I would imagine. I'm not sure, but most of them are probably from somewhere around in this part of central Virginia.
Yeah, this is a hotbed for basketball in this area. This Piedmont area up in here has some real fine basketball year in and year out. And you know, in the hamlets of the far southwest of Scott County, you don't have those type teams, or we have some good basketball in our area, but it's tough to match up with these people.
Scott where?
Scott County.
Okay.
What did I say?
No, you said it. Nobody has heard of Scott County from around. Out of bounds the ball goes, and it will be Liberty's ball.
That's another unforced turnover.
You know, when I was at school at Virginia Tech, people would be amazed when I tell them I had to go through Tennessee to get home to Gate City in Virginia. Of course, you don't have to, but it's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Just amazed people. I don't think they even realized Tennessee bordered Virginia.
We finally had a traveling violation that time called against
number
Garrett,
10,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Kelly Garrett. I believe that was the first ball handling turnover that Liberty's had all game. Number 32, Josh Shoemaker, will have it out of bounds. Shoemaker throws it into Peters. Peters gives it to Howell. Howell down court. Top of the key, dishes it back out. He finds Peters. Peters tries the tray and misses. He goes into the hands of number 34 for Liberty. Number 34 is Greg Mallory. Mallory gives it to Garrett. Good steal. Tony McDonald wide open down court. Tony McDonald goes all the way, misses, but is fouled.
The foul's on number 34. That's Mallory. It's his first. And third team foul for Liberty.
McDonald will go to the foul line and attempt to shoot 2 shots. McDonald, as I recall, 1 for 1 from the foul, 1 for 2 from the foul line tonight.
The only man to shoot any free throws for Gate City.
And here he makes his first. So for the moment, he betters his shooting percentage. Checking back into the contest, we have number 14 for Liberty. That is Carlos Day. He replaces Kelly Garrett. Again, at the foul line, it is McDonald taking the second shot and sinking it. 18:55 is now the score, as those are the first 2 points Gate City scored all half. 3:47 left in the third period. Number 14, new into the contest. Again, that's Day. Now number 34 has it. That's Mallory. Pass over number 14. That's Day. Underneath, shot up, good. And that was by number 32, Jonathan Pankey.
His first 2 points of the game.
I think almost all of the players on Liberty's squad has seen play time today, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time to clear the bench here.
I don't recall seeing Michael Camden, number 12. And we have a foul here, Larry.
That was on number 4. That's Brandon Mills. It's his first. Liberty's fourth. You know, the Coach Hanks and Coach Irvin coached together at Pulaski County, did they not?
Yeah, back in the early 80s, early to late 80s, I guess. That's a wide period there, early to late 80s. That's a 10-year span. I forget how long, but they did coach together.
And thankfully so, as with a lead like this, I think maybe old friendships have been remembered, and maybe he's playing everybody he can on the bench to not make it any more embarrassing than it already is.
Well, while Gate City will, unless a miracle happens, fall here today, I don't think that embarrassment is a emotion that they should be feeling as Shoemaker there makes the shots. They've had a great season, Larry. They really have.
Well, they have, but I think any kid out there will tell you he's embarrassed by his performance today. You know, might not have been able to do any better, as we have another walking violation called against Liberty.
Sometimes you're just out-teamed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you get beat, you got to be embarrassed. If you're not embarrassed, you shouldn't be on the floor.
Right, yeah.
And if losing doesn't hurt, then you don't need to be on the floor.
Chris Peters has it. He gives it to McDonald. McDonald over on the left side. Gives it back out to Peters. Peters, top of the key, passes back out Shoemaker. Shoemaker tries the tray. It is short. Howell has it. Howell takes the shot. It's deflected. Lands in the hands of Carson. Carson down court. Gives it to number 30. Shot up by Morris is missed, and there is a whistle blown.
I think a foul is going to be on Chris Peters. That's his fourth. Gate City's first foul of this half.
That's his fourth personal.
As we have Morris at the line shooting 2, right?
Yes, indeed, Larry. 2 shots coming the way of Morris. 2:11 left in the third period. It's 57-22 now, and Morris sinks his first. So that makes it 58-22. That's a 36-point deficit. Checking back into the contest comes Jake Housrod. He will replace Josh Shoemaker.
Looks to be Josh Shoemaker's very last game at Gate City before he heads off to Wake Forest.
Rebound goes to Chad Beasley on that missed foul shot. Peters has it now. The score's still 58-22. Peters. Pass back out McDonald. McDonald drives forward, shot up, off the glass, good by Tony McDonald. 24-58 is the score now.
That wasn't Peters, that was McDonald. The PA man made a mistake, did he not?
That was McDonald who made the shot.
He said it was by Peters, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. Number 30, turnaround jump shot from the paint, no good. Foul underneath against Liberty, I believe.
That was on blue 40, is that what he said?
Indeed it was.
Rick Wright, that's his second foul. Liberty's 15th foul. This high.
Richard Howell has the basketball. He gives it to Tony McDonald. Tony McDonald crosses the midcourt timeline. He finds Chris Peters. Peters on the right side of the court, dishes it back out. He finds Richard Howell. Howell drives forward. Back out, he finds Peters. Right wing, he drives forward. Back out. Guarded heavily by Arrington. He passes long pass across court. Wide open is Howell. Howell back over McDonald. McDonald moves forward into the paint. He takes the shot and scores. Tony McDonald. I tell you, Tony has a somewhat of a grace and elegance about him. When he gets in there and takes the shot up to the basket, he really looks good.
Well, he don't care to drive and go to the bucket, and that he gets a lot of fouls. He's shot, 6 free throws already here in this game.
Another foul is called here.
41 on Housrod. Jake's first, Blue Devils second of this high.
Harrington gets the inbound. He dishes it back out to Preston. Preston finds Carson. Carson back over to number 30. That's Morris. Shot up. Preston, no good. Jake Housrod had it. Back over to Morris. Shot up, good. 26-60 is the score now. 18 seconds left in the third period. Housrod gives it to Peters. Peters back out Howell. Howell drives, shoots, and scores. Richard Howell. 28-60 is the score now. 6 seconds left in the third period. Shot no good. McDonald from the buzzer misses. So the score at the end of the third quarter, Gate City down 60-28. Gate City Blue Devil basketball is brought to you by J&P Markets, by Custom Log Homes, by Weber City Drug Center, by Photo Genius and Image Consultants, by Pizza Plus, by Premier Bank, by Williams Heating and Air Conditioning, by Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, GOG Peagle, by Dennis Fritz Allstate, by State Line Graphics, and by People's Muffler Shop. Larry, it started out as a slow quarter for the Blue Devils, but when they did start scoring, they started putting them on the board. They ended up the quarter with 28 points. At the end of the half, they had 16. So that's 12 points that they eventually got, and they got that in the last half of the third quarter.
Yeah, but you got, you look back here, Liberty outscored Gate City 24-4 to the first quarter. They outscored us 19-12 in the second quarter and 17-12 in that quarter. And, it's not hard to see why Liberty has the advantage that they have. The Blue Devils were led in scoring in the third quarter by Tony McDonald as he picked up 2 field goals and was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So he had a total of 8 points in the third quarter.
Number 50 crosses the midcourt timeline. That's Robert Carson as we resume play here in the fourth and final quarter. Number 50 underneath gets the shot off. It is good by Robert Carson. Richard Howell takes the ball down court. He moves forward, turnaround jumper, missed, no good. There's a foul.
Yeah, it's on number 50, Carson. Carson is a odd-shaped young man for a guard. He's listed as a guard, 6'0", 210, rather stockily built. But he shoots the ball well and handles the ball well. Has a center's number, but plays the game well.
Three-point try, good by Josh Shoemaker. 31-62. Gate City now halfway to beating Liberty. They trail them by as many points as Liberty has. Liberty has double the points of Gate City. Number 42 into the paint. Gets the shot. It's good. That is Cheney Preston. And we have an injury here, I believe, on the floor for Liberty's number 42, Cheney Preston, as some of the support staff come out to take a look at him. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this contest. The score again, 31-64.
So we got an injury here, huh, Dan? Who was the foul on that time? Was there a foul? I was trying to do a little bookwork.
I don't think there was a foul. He is number 42, Preston. He made the shot and came back down and apparently was injured as he came back down. I'll be honest, I didn't really see what happened to cause the injury, but they're still working with him down on the court beneath the goal.
Must have came down and twisted an ankle. I was trying to...
Looks like they're going to escort him back to the locker room facilities. So it could be that Preston is out for this game.
He's walking kind of gingerly on his left ankle. I think all he did was turn it pretty bad when he came down. May have stepped on somebody's foot when he came down and twisted his ankle.
We'd like to remind everyone.
Josh Shoemaker is getting set to inbound the basketball from underneath the Liberty goal. In the process, he finds Richard Howell. Howell will drive the basketball down court across the midcourt timeline. He ends up in the right wing. He drives forward, back out. He dishes it to Housewright. Housewright takes the shot, missed. Shoemaker now has it. Shoemaker back out to number 10, Howell. Howell back out, Beasley. Beasley gives it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker from three-point land up, no good this time. Rebound, Liberty. Number 10, Garrett will take it down for the Minutemen. Now with it is number 50, Carson. Carson finds number 40, now 3, Arrington has it. He gets the shot up from almost behind, misses it. But with the rebound and the shot made is number 30, Rodney Morris. Richard Howell has the basketball. He passes over to Peters. Peters gives it to Housewright. Shot up good by Shoemaker. So 33-66 is now the score. 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. Carson will take the ball down for Liberty. Number 30 now has it. That's Rodney Morris. Back out. Garrett. Now it's in the hands of number 40. That's Rick Wright. Garrett from the foul line shoots, scores. 33-68 now the score. 5:41 left in the fourth period. Richard Howell for the Blue Devils. Has it, gives it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes the shot, misses the shot. No, he makes the shot, but it doesn't count as he was fouled before he had the momentum going to shoot.
Fouls on Carson, that's his fourth. And the team's seventh. I must have missed a foul somewhere. I only had them down with 6, but
Shoemaker will go to the foul line, shooting the 1+1, as that is the 7th team foul by Liberty. So as the Blue Devils enter the bonus, it is Gate City's Josh Shoemaker going to the foul line in an attempt to complete the first and then the second foul shooting opportunity. He misses the first. Rebound goes to Liberty. Morris has it, gives it to Mills. Mills, bounce pass back to Garrett. Garrett across the midcourt time stripe, drives down, gives it back over to number 3. That's Arrington. Arrington finds number 30 on the right side, Morris. Morris drives forward, back out. He finds Arrington in the right corner. Drives forward again, back out. He walks.
You know, I was sitting here thinking, Daniel, it's been a while since I've seen a college basketball game live, but Liberty plays the game better than some colleges I have seen play. They handle the ball well. They're a very well coached, a very talented basketball team. Not making excuses because the Blue Devils are getting beat this bad, but they're not getting beat by any dog. I tell you, this is a fine team, right?
And here they are playing on a college arena that bears their name, Liberty University. Number 10 for Liberty down. He passes it to Arrington. Arrington, shot up, no good. Foul on McDonald, I think.
I believe you made a good call. That's Tony McDonald's second foul. Blue Devils third of this half. As so far in this quarter, the only points have been scored by Josh Shoemaker. He scored 5 points in the third quarter.
At the foul line is Arrington. His first shot is missed.
I'm sorry, I said the third quarter, the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just 4:42 left in this ball.
Getting closer to supper time. It
sure is. Second shot, no good, as Richard Howell works his way down court. Over on the right side, the ball is loose and stole away. Number 10, Garrett has it. Garrett dives across the foul line. I guess he was fouled.
Yeah. I think the foul was on McDonald. He inadvertently caught him with a foot and tripped him. That's Tony McDonald's third foul. Blue Devils fourth.
Checking into the contest for Gate City is number 44, Moore. He will replace Chris Peters. John Moore is another senior on Gate City's squad.
Well, give John a chance to play in a semifinal state game before he graduates. Get a little playing time. He's a young man that's come out and put some hard work in all year long.
Number 14 with the shot up and good by Liberty. That's Carlos Day. 70-33 now the score. John Moore has it. Moore back out to McDonald. McDonald drives, shoots, misses. Rebound goes to Mills. Mills across the midcourt timeline. He's guarded by John Moore. And here we have another foul call.
A foul. This time it's going to be on John Moore, I think. 44, John's first. Blue Devils fifth. As Liberty will inbound on the baseline.
Also getting ready to check in, we have Aaron Flannery. Flannery comes in. He will replace Tony McDonald. And now on the court for Gate City, we have all seniors. Flannery also a senior. Josh Shoemaker, Chad Beasley, John Moore, and Richard Howell. Number 34 for Liberty with the ball. He passes back out. Number 22, shot up. Good from three-point land. That's John Worley. 73-33, Devils down by 40. Richard Howell has it, gives it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker shot up, no good, and there is a foul called.
Foul's going to be on 32. That's Pankey, Jonathan Pankey. That's his first. And Liberty's 8th Foul.
Josh Shoemaker's first shot is up and missed. And I guess that was the 1+1. So number 4 driving down, that's Mills. Mills pass over number 12. Back out, number 4 Mills again. He drives forward. And the foul is called again.
Foul's on 44 this time. Moritz is second. Blue Devils 6.
Checking into the contest now is yet another senior for Gate City. That's Benny Wolf. Benny will replace Richard Howe. I think Coach Irvin is going to let all of his seniors get a little bit of play time here toward the end of the contest. You know, we've said that. Of course, Beasley and Shoemaker and Howe, all 3 great players. They've started all year, but, you know, these other kids who are seniors, they've put a lot of effort and practice and determination into this team. And it's good that they have an opportunity to be out on the court here for the final game of Gate City season.
Well, you know, you can't practice against yourselves. You have to have other players, and these young men have filled their role. I noticed Coach Irvin made a statement a week or so ago about they had some people that haven't had a chance to get into some ball games lately, but they have filled their roles by being the scout team, you know, before each and every game. As the officials seem to be a little bit confused on what the situation was here at the end of playing time. I think we had a foul on Moore. It should be Liberty's ball, Alabama.
Well, I think there was a foul on number 4 for Liberty, according to this. Brandon Mills, his second. So the last foul that was on the board.
Okay, maybe he said 44 when he signaled it. I think he forgot. I don't think Gate City will argue, though, do you?
Doubt it. Don't think it really matters.
No.
Aaron Flannery, right side, drives down court. Takes the 3-point try. It's out of range, out of bounds.
Tried an alley-oop that time for Shoemaker as Flannery had it just a little bit too high. We had a carrying violation that time, wasn't it, Daniel? I thought you'd gone to sleep on me. You still with me?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh.
Somebody snored all night last night. I didn't get much sleep. I'm dozing off.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know either.
I didn't hear him.
Does that tell you anything?
Could have been me, maybe.
Aaron Flannery is out of bounds for Gate City. He throws it in to Matt Osborne now into the contest. We also have Chris McDonald in for Gate City. Flannery takes the ball underneath. It's no good. Three minutes, 3 seconds left in the ball game. The foul was called there.
Panky.
Flannery again will shoot 2 shots. 33-73 is the score. The shot up by Flannery is missed on the first try, but he has a second one that will come his way. The second shot is up. It is good by Aaron Flannery. 34-73 is the score. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Number 22 has the basketball. He throws over underneath. Number 12, shot up, good. That is Michael Camden. 34-75 now the score. 2:48 left. Ball picked off by Camden. Toss over. It's in the hands of number 14, but he walks. That was Carlos Day.
You know, this has been another good officiated ball game, Daniel. You don't hardly know that the officials have been on the floor.
Flannery over to McDonald. McDonald finds Wolf. Wolf takes the shot, misses. And as it goes out of bounds, his last touched by Chris McDonald. Now checking into the contest to replace Benny Wolf is Gate City's number 30, Ed Britt. Always liked Ed Britt. Maybe it's his jersey number. 30, channel 30.
Oh, okay.
Number 12 with the shot up. And it is good. And we have a technical foul call here, I believe.
Technical foul, number 45, Chris McDonald. His first team.
Chris McDonald picks up the technical.
Now checking into the contest for Gate City also is number 12. That's Fullen, Matt Fullen. And I now believe that all of the Gate City players have got some play time in tonight's game. He replaces McDonald. The first shot is up and good on the technical free throw. That's number 24 for the Minutemen.
David Long.
David Long. Second shot is a little hard off the back of the rim, no good. Out of bounds, it's number 22 for Liberty, John Worley. Number 24 now, Long, moves forward. I tell you, Larry, for a ball game that didn't have a lot of fouls in it early on, it sure is making up for it here at the end of the contest. You know, you would think that the officials would let the players play in close games, but in runaways, they'd even more so want to let them play.
Well, you've got a lot of substitutes in that fouling really on. There's been a lot of fouls both ways, like you said in the second half.
First shot was good by number 24. Second shot on its way is also no good. It is no good. Matt Fullen has it. He gives it to Flannery. Flannery down court. Passes back over to Matt Osborne. Osborne drives into the paint, takes the shot, misses. Rebound goes to Liberty's number 12, Camden. Camden down court. Minute, 52 seconds left in the ball game. Ed Britt on the steal. Down court, Eddie Britt will go all the way and make the layup. Good by Gate City's Eddie Britt. 36-79 now the score. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the fourth period. Number 22 for Liberty. Pass over number 32, Jonathan Pankey. Shot up number 12 is good. That was Michael Camden. Ed Britt receives the inbound from Matt Osborne and will drive down court. Britt back out, finds Flannery. Flannery, bounce pass, Osborne. Osborne drives forward, gets the jump shot. It is no good. Gets his own rebound. Good hustle by Osborne as he takes the shot up. It's missed, gets a rebound again. Osborne backs back up. This time feeds it off to Britt. Britt passes over Flannery. Flannery drives forward, passes off John Moore. Moore takes the jump shot. It is up. It's no good. And finally, the rebound goes into the hands of Liberty. Number 22 for the Minutemen is John Worley. Number 24 has it now. That is David Long. Shot up, good by Long. Just 2 points, I believe, on that one. 38 seconds left in the ball game. 36-83 is the score. Flannery has it. Front court. He drives forward. And another foul is called.
The foul's on 14. That's Carlos Day. His first, and
back into the contest comes Benny Wolf for the Blue Devils. He will replace Matt Fullen. Two shots coming the way of Aaron Flannery.
Attention, please. Clockwork players and cheerleaders, please report to your boss immediately after this game. Clockwork players and cheerleaders, to your boss after the game.
Shot, no good. Rebound goes to number 22 for Liberty. That's Worley.
Another foul on Ed Britt. That's his second foul. Blue Devils 10.
Gate City now at number 30, Eddie Britt for his second.
Both teams now in the automatic bonus shot situation. Two shots coming the way of Michael Camden. Camden's first is up and missed. Second shot up, also missed.
That was good, wasn't it?
It was good. It was good. I sat there and watched it go through good and said it was missed. Osborne down court. Back over Flannery. Flannery is fouled. Number 42? 32, I guess.
Pankey, that's his third.
At the foul line is Aaron Flannery for Gate City. He'll be shooting 2 shots, the first of which is up and good by Aaron Flannery. Second shot is up. It is good by Flannery. 38-84 is the score. 15 seconds left in the fourth period. Number 14, Mills, not Mills, number 14 is Day. Traveling violation called against Liberty. It'll be Gate City with 7 seconds left in the ball game. John Moore will have the opportunity to inbound. He gives it to Flannery. Flannery back over to Osborne. 3 seconds left. Osborne drives forward all the way. Osborne takes the shot, misses, and that's the end of the ball game. The final score here in Gate City and Liberty's state AA semifinal is Gate City falling the final score 84-38. Liberty Bedford will advance to the state final game tomorrow afternoon at about 3 o'clock, where they will face off against the Spotswood Blazers. And that will be one of your 2 state champions. And Larry, something tells me that it'll be Liberty bringing home the state trophy 2 years in a row after the game tomorrow.
Well, I would be surprised if that doesn't happen, Daniel. I think Liberty, what we've seen, is the best of 2 ball teams, but tomorrow's another day. Everything that went so well today may go just in reverse for Liberty tomorrow, but I don't think so. They have a very, very good ball team, and as I'm doing these totals on scoring here, they've really done an excellent job by spreading their scoring out from everybody on the roster.
Looks pretty evenly distributed over there. While you're doing that, I will for the last time this season remind you that we've had a great bunch of fine sponsors who have been with us all year. Some of them through football, and now we're wrapping up another athletic season in basketball, but we want to recognize them one last time. The fine sponsors who have made Blue Devil basketball possible on STE Cablevision and Channel 30 are Premier Bank, Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, GOG Eagle, People's Muffler Shop, Weber City Drug Center, Photo Genius and Image Consultants, Custom Log Homes, State Line Graphics, Dennis Fritz Allstate, Williams Heating and Air Conditioning, Pizza Plus, and J&P Markets. The Gate City Blue Devils end their season this year with an overall record now of 23-5. And it has indeed been a whirlwind season for the Blue Devils. They made it farther than any previous Blue Devil basketball team has made it. And that alone is reason to rejoice and celebrate for the Gate City Blue Devils. They have come a long way. Greg Irvin has been an excellent coach at Gate City High School. He's brought home now, I believe, 3 of the past 5 Region 4 crowns, and fell 1 game shy of entering the state final championship competition this year. Numerous Highlands District tournament and regular season champions, as they were this year. And our hats go off to them on the great season that Gate City has had this year. It did fall somewhat badly here. It ended on a sour note as they were defeated heavily by the Liberty Minutemen. But in the end, it was, as you look at the season as a whole, Gate City with just a great season.
Well, Dan, all I'm going to give final totals here. I think I'm about as anxious to get out of here as you are, but for the losing team, the Gate City Blue Devils, they only had 1 person in double figures, and that was Tony McDonald. He had 4 two-point field goals and was 5 for 6 from the free throw line for 13 points. The only other man close to double figures was Josh Shoemaker, who finished up with a total of 9. Gate City only got 3 points tonight from Chris Peters on 1 field goal for 3, and 6 points out of Richard Howell, who had field goals in the first, second, and third quarters. Other than that, we had a field goal by 3 points scored by Aaron Flannery on 3 for 5 from the foul line in the late in the ball game, and a 2-point field goal by Jake Housewright early on, and also a 2-point field goal by Ed Britt as he picked up his first points late in the game. So Chad Beasley tonight did not score as one of the starters, and it was a tough game for the Blue Devils as they only picked up 4 points the first quarter, 12 in the second, 12 again in the third, and only 10 points in the fourth quarter as Coach Irvin cleared his bench. For Liberty Bedford, Raymond Arrington had a total of 11 points as he was had 4 2-point field goals and 1 3-point field goal. Was 0 for 2 from the line for a total of 11. Brandon Mills did not score in the game. He may be the only player that didn't score for Liberty. Kelly Garrett had a total of 11 points in the game as he had 3 3-point field goals and 1 2-point field goal for a total of 11. Michael Camden came in late in the fourth quarter, picked up 7 points. He had 3 2-point field goals and was 1 for 2 from the free throw line for a total of 7. Carlos Day scored in the fourth quarter after coach for Liberty had emptied his bench. He had a 3-pointer for 3. I'm sorry, he had a 2-pointer. John Worley came in and had a 3-pointer in the fourth quarter for a total of 3 points. David Long came in and picked up a 2-point field goal and was 2 for 4 from the free throw line for a total of 4. Rodney Morris had a total of 11 points. He had 2 field goals in the first quarter, 1 in the third, 1 in the second quarter, was 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the third quarter, and a 2-point field goal in the fourth quarter, so that totals out to be 11 points. Jonathan Pankey had 1 2-point field goal for a total of 2. Greg Mallory, one of their first men off the bench, had a total of 8 points, and he picked all 8 of his points up in the first quarter as he had 2 3-point field goals and 1 2-point field goal for a total of 8. Rick Wright played in the second half, picked up 2 2-point field goals for a total of 4. Preston had a total of 9 points as he picked up 7 points in the first quarter. He ended the game with 4 2-point field goals. I'm sorry, 3 2-point field goals and a 3-point field goal for a total of 9. And Carson had 13 points. Robert Carson, the big guard that we were talking about 210-pound guard, ended up with had 5 2-point field goals, 1 3-point field goal for a total of 13. And I'll take that back. He must have had 14. He was 1 for 2 from the line. So he actually led in scoring. Carson led in scoring on my scoring area with 14 points. So it was Carson with 14, Morris, another starter, with 11, Garrett, a substitute, with 11, Arrington, a starter, with 11. So they had 2 starters in double figures, and Preston was only 1 point short of being in double figures with 9. So they had great balanced scoring, Daniel, and very good ball team.
Just an outstanding ball club, and they will, with unless there's a miracle performed by Spotswood, will again bring home the state crown to Liberty High School in Bedford. And again, just a real good-looking ball club.
Yeah, they surely are. It's going to be a long trip back home for the Blue Devils. They don't have a whole lot to hang their head about. They were defeated by the defending state champion in Liberty, and Liberty, from what you and I think, probably will be the state champion again this year. So Gate City, I think, lost the ball game in the first quarter. Once the first quarter was over, with all the turnovers and the 24 points that Liberty amassed to only Gate City's only 4. Once we got down that many points against a talented team like Liberty, we didn't have a chance. In the first quarter, they set the tone. We helped a lot with some of our own turnovers. Game was history after the first quarter.
Larry, great job for you tonight. As always, we are glad to have you with us. There's several other people and groups that we want to send out our thanks to for making our coverage of Blue Devil basketball what it was this season. Of course, we recently, just a few moments ago, read out the names of all of our sponsors. We want to thank all of those people. We also want to extend a very special thank you to the fine folks at Gate City High School, Coach Irvin, Coach Colibro, the athletic director, Mr. Dishner, the principal, and all the other support personnel over there who I'm sure on occasion get a little tired of me calling and asking for information, but they always let me help me out in ways that are always very beneficial, and I thank them for all of that. You, Larry Shelton, for coming in on the postseason here and helping us out. I've said it before. I think that your knowledge of basketball and everything that you bring to the game and our broadcast really takes it up a level. And we appreciate you. We want to thank the management back at STE for all their help. Lloyd Porter, the station manager, Gwen Godsey, the program director. Mentioned Tammy Tadlock and Clayton McGee, our Gate City videographers. And tonight, of course, we have Leonard Dorton here who filmed all the Twin Springs games for us along with Patrick Johnson. And we thank all of them. It's just been a great season this year. Had a good time. And again, just a little depressing the way it came to an end. But I think in a couple of days when we take a look back and think of the season for what it was and and how far they came, farther than they've ever come before, then we'll be able to look at it in a different light.
Well, Daniel, it's been a pleasure for me to work with you these last few games of the year, and I think you do an excellent job. I'm very proud to be associated with Channel 30 and with you as you work with us in football, Mark and I, and it's been a pleasure for me to work with you all year long. I couldn't enjoy working with anybody anymore. Just don't snore tonight when we go back to the motel room.
One last person that we want to, group of people that we want to thank as we, if they could have saw the look I gave you, they would have known why it was the pause. One last group of people that we want to thank before we close down here for not only our coverage of this game, but our coverage this year is all the fans out there who have tuned in and listened to us and hopefully enjoyed our ball games and the coverage. Keep supporting those Blue Devils. Channel 30 will be doing some coverage of the baseball season, which starts up right away. We go from one sport to the next. We're going to take care of all of the home baseball games that Gate City will be participating in. So tune in and watch our coverage of that, which will be beginning, like I said, in about a week or so. And then it's on into summer programming. We got school coming up, and then before you know it, it'll be the cycle starting over again with football around August. So it's a year-long cycle at Channel 30, and we really do enjoy doing it. I tell you, I wouldn't do it if I didn't have as much fun as I do working with the athletic programs at Gate City High School, because it's a special group of kids, a special group of fans. And even though we do come from a small hamlet in far southwestern Virginia, it's a real special town, and we're real glad to be associated with it. Larry, any closing comments from you?
Well, no, Daniel, I think you passed out all the accolades to everybody that deserves them. But it's a great thing to be associated with the group of people in Gate City. It's a great thing to be associated with Gate City High School and Coach Colibro and the coaching staff there. And, I just thank Channel 30 and Gwen and Lloyd for the opportunity to do that and to work with you. And we have a great bunch of people in that little small hamlet. Matter of fact, we have 2,143 of those people, don't we?
2,214.
Well, somewhere I had the numbers in there, just reversed.
But 2214. Somebody did some research on that.
A lot of those people would like to be in here today. I know there were 2 in my household that would have loved to have been here, but due to work things about work and stuff, they couldn't make the trip, and I wish all those 2,214 or whatever it was could have been here.
And of course all the surrounding people too. That's just Gate City.
Yeah.
So we got,
and all the outlying suburbs of that little hamlet in southwest.
I think the people get the point.
Yeah, I think we can lay off now.
All right, so Larry, again, thank you. For everyone else back at STE Cablevision and Channel 30, it's been a pleasure bringing you Blue Devil basketball on STE Cablevision Channel 30 this year. They may turn out the lights on us here in a minute. I think we're doing a post-game show equal to the football one, so we're going to break. And again, thanks go out to everyone for watching. This has been Daniel Daugherty tonight, our color commentator Larry Shelton, and our videographer Leonard Dorton. For everyone else at STE Cablevision and Channel 30, we wish you a good night.